She's broken. Yep, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Butterscotch Caramel Extravaganza. We're still going to call it that. So, we have some today that are interesting. Yeah, definitely interesting is where we'll go with that. Anyhow, we'll start off going worst to first. Um, I know that I've only got one, two, so here we go. RY4 TPA TFA. Just a regular RY4. It's leafy bell pepper. It's got a leafiness, but it's just bell pepper and it's not very good. 2 of 10.
I also gave this a 2 of 10. I got a super leafy, slight caramel notes, but it's just like super leafy, nasty tobacco. There's like non-existent caramel to it.
I wish I got tobacco out of it. It just bell pepper all the way. And then I guess you have a couple more lower ones. So go ahead.
RY4 Double from TPA. I also gave this one a 2. Overly sweetened cooked tobacco. There's really not caramel notes. It's just like burnt sweetened tobacco.
All right. RY4 Double TFA TPA. Medium to light tobacco. Heavy. It's really heavy on the tobacco side, the leafy tobacco side, medium to light, with a little bit of a bright caramel notes kicking in, but they're very, very, very bright and kind of wispy. I gave it a 5 of 10, but because it's usable, but it's definitely not. I mean, this actually felt more like a regular RY4 to me. I was expecting more out of this double, and like we already did the RY4, that was like way under what I expected. So yeah. It's on a lower spectrum for me too, but I did give it a 5 of 10. It's usable for me. Go ahead.
The other one I gave a 2 here was the condensed caramel milk from One on One. I did get a slightly cooked sugar note, not really caramel, but a slightly cooked sugar note, but mostly I just got that curdled milk taste out of it. I can't get away from that in milk. So if you're somebody that's sensitive like I am, don't buy this one. It's one of those.
All right. Condensed caramel milk 101. Butyric cream, very butyric, and I think that's where you're getting that curdled milk from. With a light caramel finish, very light. 5 of 10, because it is usable for a condensed milk, but think of it more on the condensed milk side, a little less on the caramel. I'm not even sure they needed to put that in. There's not enough caramel to pull off caramel milk. I would just use this as a condensed milk, but if you don't mind butyric, 5 of 10. And then you're done with your twos, right?
Yep. Now I'm on to my fives.
On your fives. Okay. So here I got a 5. I got salty butter balls, Flavor West. Buttery, margarine, heavy, with a sweet popcorn ball, kind of. That's yeah.
He's
5 of
turning.
10. Yeah, I'm gonna admit I did get her help with that because I couldn't quite figure out. No, it's something familiar, but I can't figure out. It is kind of like a starchy popcorny flavor. 5 of 10. It's not. I don't know what a salty butterball is supposed to be, but if that's what it is, I just not in love with it, I guess. I mean, I guess it's usable for whatever it's supposed to be. 5 of 10.
I actually gave that one a 6. I got a straight up salty popcorn ball with some creamy light caramel.
Hmm. It definitely got a buttery margarininess off of that. That was interesting. Um, do you have any other fives?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay, go ahead.
I have the Dulce de Leche from Flavor West. I gave this one a 5. It's a thick, creamy, slightly overcooked caramel sauce. Not quite as thick as a dulce de leche typically is. That's why I only gave it a 5, but it was also slightly overcooked.
All right, Dulce de Leche, Flavor West, cream with just a touch of sugary caramel. Very touch, not very caramelly. 6 of 10. It wasn't bad. It was all right. I mean, it was a little better than usable. I've had there's a Dulce de Leche out there that might be barely usable. There's a couple of them we've tried. And just, this isn't the worst, so it's a 6. All right, you have another 5, you said?
Yeah. The butterscotch from LA. I also gave this one a 5. I got a sweet, creamy, buttery cooked sugar. It is a bit astringent. Not really a true butterscotch, though. I'm
That
gonna
was
have
the
fun.
LA, right?
Yeah.
Butterscotch LA, bright, rich butterscotch with a very slight butterscotch bite at the end, like almost that like semi almost alcohol-y bite you get some from but some butterscotches. I gave it a 7 to 10. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was fairly usable. It's just not like your butterscotch candy pure straight up. It's a little different. So, but it is a butterscotch I recognize, like a butterscotch you would add to like a drink or maybe a dessert, that type of butterscotch. Uh, and you're done with 5s.
Yes.
Let's see. I might have to have you. Let's see. Salted caramel flavor West. Do we all know about that one?
No.
Okay. Salted caramel flavor West. Rich caramelized sugar, lacking creaminess, but there is a saltiness here. There's definitely a saltiness, but it's lacking a little bit of creaminess. It's like it's got the caramelized sugar, but not really the like a cooked sugar. Not really getting true caramel like cream. But I really like the saltiness in this, and I think that could be really useful. I could see this being used in like drinks, like where you want a little bit of caramelized sugar and maybe a little bit of salt. We don't have a good tequila flavoring, but I mean that kind of general idea. 6 of 10.
I also gave this one a 6. I got the salt is there, heavily layered over a dark, dry caramel.
Yeah, no creaminess here. The creaminess is just
Dry.
not there. Um, Butterscotch Ripple, Flavor West. Light butterscotch, buttery cream. It's known for muting slightly. That can be a good or bad thing depending on the mix. If you're trying to take edges off, it's good. If you're taking away parts you want to shine, that's bad. Uh, so 6 of 10, it's not bad. It is kind of where it's supposed to be. It's just that muting factor. I couldn't give it more than 6 because yeah, it's just that's a factor. 6 of 10.
I gave this one a 6 as well, borderline going as a 5, but I got a sweet cream with some burnt, buttery cooked sugar. Not truly a butterscotch, but definitely a little burnt.
Did we do Dulce de Leche Flavor West? We did, right? Yes. Yes, we did. You had that as a 5. All
Yeah.
right, then do you have any other 6s?
The sugar cane from Wonder Flavor, I gave this one a 6. It's a nice simple syrup with some
Okay.
dry sugar granules.
Sugar King SC from Wonder Flavors. Simple syrup with a touch of cooked sugar. No, 7 of 10. It's like, yeah, it's this works really well in drink recipes and adding a little bit to desserts. So I really like this. I did give it a 7 of 10. It might have been a 6 had it just been the fact I hadn't mixed with it, but because I have mixed with it and it works so well, I did bump that up to a 7 because it's borderline. Um, yeah, I think it works for what it's supposed to be. That's your last 6.
Yep.
All right. We already did the LA butterscotch. I put a 7. You had that as a 5, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And then okay, then we're on our last one, correct? Just one left.
Yeah, surprisingly,
You go ahead.
I wear RY Fortress from Noms. I gave a 7, but it's not really a true RY4. There's a slight tobacco leaf back note, but mostly it's a nice cooked bakery with hints of caramel and coconut.
All right. RY Fortress SC from Noms. Dark caramel with a chocolatey, there's definitely a chocolatey note to that for me for the medium dark tobacco. It's part of the tobacco. It's not true chocolate, but it's got that chocolatey note to it. Um, I actually really did like this one as well. 7 of 10. I mean, it's not your typical tobacco, but it's definitely is got the tobacco in there too, but in a more delightful way than usual. I actually really like this one.
That's because it's very, very slight back note. It's there, but it's slightly in and at the back.
And it's dark. It kind of blends in nicely with this. I think it was pretty well done. And that would be it for the Butterscotch Caramels Flavor Series Volume 4. It's finished for this week.
Wait, he said that we're done with this flavor series volume 4. So yeah, no,
Volume 4.
we're done with the flavor series
No,
on the caramels. We're
we
done.
have we have hundreds left. Don't worry. There's plenty left to go.
I quit.
Yes, for the series, I mean, there was a couple of shining stars there, and I'm gonna also say for as far as a one I didn't expect to be a dumpster fire that was the RY4 TPA TFA really let me down. I thought that that would be much better than it was. That one really was the downer
But
for the day.
on the same note, I actually kind of like the regular RY4 better than the double because the double had some really bad off notes.
It was, yeah, the double was a little bit split. But then ironically, not only we have a RY4 version at the bottom, we have one at the top. That and from you for top. So that's saying something right there.
Because it's not really a true tobacco. It's more like a nice caramely coconut dessert. There's no chocolate in it because Tim's ground crack and think there's chocolate, but it's a really nice coconut caramel dessert with slight tobacco notes. Just trust me.
Just because lady's broken. It's okay.
Trust me, we all know that my taste buds are better than Tim's. That's why you come to listen to me and not him.
Everybody have a great week. Enjoy. We'll be back next week with volume 5 of the Butterscotch Caramel Extravaganza.
He
Yeah.
will, I won't.
All right. Take care, everybody. Enjoy. See some of you on Saturdays. This Saturday will be the gift card, Bull City gift card giveaway for my birthday months. That'll happen this weekend. I already have the numbers, so I know we're good to go. I'll see you, many of you there. Take it easy. Bye.